Ty! This is Mestherion. Things are about to happen.
Isaac and his mother lived alone in a small house on a hill.
Cool.
Isaac kept to himself, drawing pictures and playing with his toys as his mom watched Christian broadcasts on the television.
That sounds boring.
Life was simple, and they were both happy. That was until the day Isaac's mom heard a voice from above. Your son has become corrupted by sin. He needs to be saved.
The catch is, it's actually Zeus.
Isaac's mother replied.
Oh god, she's gone.
Into Isaac's room, removing all that was evil from his life.
Including his pants?
Again, the voice
Is that what happened there?
Isaac's soul is still corrupt. He needs to be cut off from all that is evil in this world and confess his sins. I will follow your
Such
instructions, Lord.
as what?
Have faith in thee.
What was he exposed
His
to?
mother replied, as she locked
Ah.
Isaac in his room, away from the evils of the world.
Like Christian broadcasts.
One last time, Isaac's mom heard the voice of God calling to her.
Oh, it was
You've
God.
done as I've asked.
I was confused.
But I still question your devotion to me. To prove your faith, I will ask one more thing of you. Yes, Lord, anything.
Eat an
Isaac's mother begged.
entire...
To prove your love and devotion, I require
I
a
got nothing.
sacrifice. Your son Isaac will be this sacrifice. Go into his room and end his life as an offering to me to prove you love me above all else.
I
Yes,
think
Lord.
that was pretty obvious considering how badly she treated her son on your quote-unquote
Isaac,
command.
watching through a crack in his door.
How did that
trembling
crack get
in
there?
fear. Scrambling around his room to find a hiding place, he noticed
His
a
jail
trap door
cell.
to the basement, hidden
Oh.
under his rug.
That's dumb.
Without hesitation, he flung open the hatch, just as his mother burst through his door and threw himself down into the unknown depths below.
With his pants. Maybe. Right. Hi, I'm Mestherion. The April Fool's joke is that there is no April Fool's joke. Deal with it. Also, I don't know if this episode's going to go up on the first or the second. If it goes up on the second, then that's the joke. I don't know. I'm going to move on. I'm playing this with a controller. There are arguments to be made against that. Let me make sure this is a blank file here. And I have played this a fair amount. Like a lot. But I deleted that file. I am going to be playing on hard. I can only play as Isaac right now. And here we go. If you're not familiar with this game, what rock have you been hiding under? But I'm going to go ahead and play this until it seems like a bad idea. And then a little bit longer. Because why not? Oh, I didn't want that, actually. So, I guess I'll try to explain why I do what I do, just in case you're not particularly familiar with this game. I did not want to pick up that Soul Heart. That's apparently what they're called. They don't have a name in the game. I shouldn't open this. I'm going... Wow. Apparently that's my April Fool's joke. Hi guys. That is why I should not have picked up that Soul Heart. On the first floor, any damage you take, as long as it doesn't kill you, does not matter. It does matter on the second floor, and Soul Heart is an insulator. And hopefully I will get it, and I'll explain what I'm talking about at that point. Also, I am a bit rusty in this game, and I was never super good at the gameplay part of things. You know, I have True Platinum God, or not True Platinum God, that doesn't exist on the first one, but I have Platinum God on the original. That rock's a little far away to get. What else? I've got so many things to say. Like, so the reason it took me so long to get a video up after I said that I was recording again. Well, first off, I was recording a different game, and I'm going to be starting that one over and get that up at some point. but I'm having issues with different recording softwares and rendering programs and all that. The chest grew. What was I going to say? Oh, so I actually wanted to get Isaac up a lot sooner, but I can only record this in a window. And if you know how to record it not in a window, please let me know. Like in full screen, one of the codecs I use, it actually sets it to 30 frames per second, whether it's very strange. There's no conceivable reason for it that I can think of. So basically, I can't conceive of a reason. But for some reason, it locks it to 30 FPS in full screen. Works just fine in window at 60 frames per second. By the way, I'm recording at 60 frames per second because apparently you can upload those on YouTube now. There's a one name for these rocks is tinted rock. I'm going to try to call it marked rock because that makes more sense. Could call it X rock. Could call it Jim if I was up for that. This guy is going to explode. One of the differences in hard mode is that there are more champions, and the colored fellows, or tinted fellows, or whatever you'd like to call it, are something. They are champions. They have an increased chance to, or not increased chance, they have a chance to drop an item associated with the type of champion they are. Sort of. This is an item room, treasure room maybe, whatever you want to call it. You come in here and there's an item. Usually they're locked. Or maybe not usually, I probably shouldn't claim that. Sometimes they're locked. The first room is, or the first floor, it's usually unlocked. It's always unlocked. Clear that up a little bit. There isn't, I can get that. I don't know why I thought I couldn't. Because I didn't know I had a bomb, that's why. You know what? Fine. I'll do it. That is a really bad use of keys, unless it works out. And I should be saving one for the item room on the next floor because I know it's going to be locked. Anyway, I'm going to go kill this guy. Right here. This is the boss. His name's Monstro. He is not very hard. If he hits me, I basically am going to give up on life. Not really. Occasionally I get hit by him, but he's pretty easy, generally speaking. Yeah. The other game I'm recording, I don't know if I can get it up at 60 frames per second and 1920 by 1280. This isn't going to be... Well, you know what? You didn't see that. It didn't happen. That is my dead bird. That was the thing I picked up in the item room. When I take a hit, it comes out, goes and attacks things. Problem is, it has really bad AI, and it's like, oh, that's right, I was supposed to be doing something. Basically, it has, what's the word? Short-term memory loss. Even while it's attacking something, it's like, what was I doing? And comes back to me. At least that's what it looked like it was doing there. That was a shot speed up, which means my shots will actually go a little farther and they'll get there quicker. And a damage up, which I think is a 1 damage up in this game, which is really pretty good. All things considered, I'm going to pick up this here. This, probably? Yeah, there was something else I could do, but not without finding a way to damage myself for half a heart. So, maybe you'll see that another time. In the meantime, I'm going to grab one of these and head the hell out of here. One of the changes in hard mode is that there's less red hearts. I actually could totally have done what I wanted to do, because there was a half heart right there. Rest of the stuff that's going on, we'll get to it eventually. Don't worry. And if I explain everything right now, I won't have anything to talk about later. Except how much I suck. I got hit by Monstro, of all things. Alright, you guys. Calm down. Alright. That's a champion. Champions do a full heart of damage. There are occasionally enemies that do a full heart of damage, even when they're not champions, I think. I'll let you know if I see one and I remember that that's the case. That's a key. I'm going to use that on the item room, because I'm not entirely dumb. Hello. This is a mini boss. One of the... I can't get out of here, dude. That wasn't nice. Yeah, there was... So far as I know, there was no way I could have avoided that. He just decided I was going to take a hit. And apparently he does a full heart of damage when he hits me. So there were my thing. Was there a rock in there? No. Well, obviously there's rocks in here. What is my... Shit! Wow. So I'm going to keep playing, but I really, really don't like that. I was trying to figure out my key for this. I was trying to see that rock to make sure there wasn't an X on it, and I didn't realize I'd put down a bomb. Oh boy. It shouldn't ruin my game. It just makes me upset. Could ruin my game. Let's see. Oh, these fires will shoot little bolt thingies at you. Those chests sometimes troll you with various things, including that. Enemies. If you leave and come back in, they're gone. I don't think I killed them. Fires drop stuff. We've probably already seen poops. They drop stuff too. This game has a sense of humor. Game's called Binding of Isaac Rebirth. If I haven't mentioned that already, I should also provide you with this 8VKH V44H. If you start a brand new game, play on hard, and enter that, you'll be able to play along with me. If you... Although you won't be able to unlock anything, so that wouldn't work out too well. But still, there you go, you have it. Later on, when I get really far and unlock everything, and you have everything unlocked, you can play along with me a little more effectively. I thought I had a bomb. How's everybody doing out there in TV land, anyway? You're not in TV land, I'm the one on the TV. Now I have a bomb, sort of. I shall demonstrate shortly. Where will I demonstrate, though? Let's demonstrate here. I tried to use a bomb again, by accident. No. You can give that guy keys, he'll spit out chests, and... I think that might be all he spits out. I kind of wish I'd actually used... Oh wait, no, it won't matter right now, because my shop is really low level. All of this will make sense at some point, I assure you. There's just so much to this game, more than I even realized. This guy might wreck me. It's gonna depend on whether or not I get wrecked by him, basically. Depends on whether or not I can play better than I did the last time I fought him. Yeah, I should have known about that. But fortunately, I dodged it anyway. I blocked it with my face. No, dodged it. I blocked it with the air next to me. I didn't get it, so hopefully next floor. At least I still have a soul heart. Nothing else to do around here, I think. I hope. That little screen there shows you your progress, sort of. In this case, it actually does. You can see I don't have mini floor. I don't think I did that. I think he did that. I didn't shoot that, did I? That's cool. Alright, I actually might have been able to do something on that previous floor, because I have this thing, the item. There's a little, that little bar next to it, top left corner there, with the two partitions. That shows you how many charges, or how many rooms you have to clear in order to charge it up. Currently, it is fully charged. because I've cleared more than 2 rooms since the last time I used it. So let's try it out here. Cool. Oh, I completely skipped explaining what I was doing the first time I did that and blew a hole in the wall. There are indications of where these rooms are. That is really good. That just gave me 2 soul hearts protecting my red hearts. That's not so good, but doesn't... oh. No, I am not a wizard. I hate you. I'm actually going to have to wait that out, probably. It takes about 30 seconds to wear off, I think. Count them. What else? Regardless of whether you shoot, by the way. Okay, so I'll explain these rooms. This one is the top secret room. The main things you need to know about it is that it's usually near the boss room, which means the boss room is probably like off of this room up here. Oh, I can go find out now. Nope. Alright, maybe... It's usually, but not always, and I don't know what changes it. These guys throw bones really fast, and in tight confines, that's a problem. For me, anyway. I'm actually surprised the boss isn't closer. I should have been hit by that because I wasn't paying any attention at all. But fortunately, I wasn't. I know these guys explode into little things. I just wasn't paying attention. Whoa, hey, calm down now. Where was I? So, top secret room. There are... Well, I should show off this room, I suppose, and I'm a sucker for... Clearly a sucker. Total sucker. I got a key for my key, and a fight. This is a challenge room. I believe that's their name. And you will fight 3 waves of enemies. You can only enter it if you have full health. And your soul hearts... How to explain this? Alright. If it's like the original, and I believe it is. This is Rebirth, if I haven't mentioned that. If it's like the original, then... having full... It's really hard to explain this. Okay, so if you're missing any red health... Okay, I got it. If you have completely full red health and no soul hearts, you can walk into one of these rooms. Any red health that you're missing can be substituted with soul hearts. So let's say I was missing 1 full red heart from my... I had 1 red heart that was unfilled. If I also had 1 soul heart, I'm pretty sure I could still get into this room. That room. Anyway, so these rooms, well, you'll learn about them as we go along, but the point is, they're not... This is actually a secret room, not a top secret room. I was dumb. Top secret rooms are adjacent to at least 2 rooms, and that's all I really know about them. There's probably more to the formula that could help you find them, but yeah. I'm going to go ahead and do this because it amuses me. It may have been a good idea as well. Let's do this. Alright, that pill is really good if you use it on an enemy. But I didn't, so. Also, that enemy has to be on the ground. It can't be flying for obvious reasons. Oh, and no. Don't look up Lemon Party without the Binding of Isaac tag. You won't be happy. That thing will circle around me, block tears, whatever other sort of shots could be coming my way. Like those, for example. This guy, I don't like this guy. I want him to go away. Okay, he went away. Alright, that was the soul heart. Sorry, I just bumped the mic. I can go ahead and check out the shop. Honestly, Nun's Habit isn't going to help me, really. Okay, screw you too. That machine, you donate money to it, and it upgrades your shop, basically, as you get to certain amounts. And it locks up at random to prevent you from getting... like, if you get certain combinations of items, you could basically just farm up an infinite supply of money, and I assume that the point is to keep that from happening. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. I don't have the patience to, like, carefully dodge all their shots and shoot them, is basically the problem here. At least that's what I'm going with, rather than a lack of skill. Although, I suppose that is possible, too. Here, have this. That'll do. And, I do have a bomb, so I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate this little thing. There you go. Feels like that might be a reference to something. Dodongo, for example. Also, I took damage on the floor and on the boss, which is really, really bad and dumb. And it's preventing me from showing something that I should be able to get relatively easily. I'm used to being better than this. But, like I said, I am out of practice. I did a couple of practice runs, not today, but... So I'm not, like, completely a scrub here, but... There's no reason for me to be doing that, because I can't get it at the moment. I did not do that well. That was just poor play. That probably was too. I'm just going to go ahead and die now, because I don't know how to play Binding of Isaac. That was a bit close. What's over here? Hi, guys. I don't want that. Thank you. Oh, and this little fat dude will do damage, but it's not very good. Damage. In case you were wondering what I was talking about. Anyway, I'm going to go get that item out of the shop because I can't do anything else with my money. There is one thing I could do with my money. And there's a red heart over here, or two, so I'm going to go get those. Ah, not 2 red hearts. Maybe the challenge room will help me out. I will probably look for the top secret room with my bomb item thing. My missile, basically. I forget the item name, actually. Doctor's remote, was it? I think so. I actually kind of feel like it's not off of this room, but... Well, if it is, it's not off of there. The top secret rooms do not... I think I already mentioned, they're only adjacent to one room. And it can't be a special room. Pretty sure. Oh boy. I'm not doing that hot. Might actually die. It would be poor. Very poor. Admittedly, my items haven't been that amazing. What have I... Oh yeah, dead bird. I was trying to remember the... One of the... I'd been to 3 item rooms, I could only remember 2 items. Yay! I guess. I'll try here. Success! I probably... You know what? That'll probably help me out. So this will reduce my damage, I believe, by 1, and significantly increase my fire rate. Maybe 0.7. I'm not 100% on the specifics on those. But those are the main effects. There may be some other incidental, like a small range up or something. I don't have that memorized. I may go look it up later and start working on that. This is a double key room. Let's go see what's in it. I agree. Okay. Wiggle Worm isn't particularly great, but it's awesome. This is all Wiggle Worm does. It may or may not be a tier speed up. You be the judge. I'm gonna judge. Screw you. It does not appear to be a speed up. Okay! That may have maxed my fire rate now. Things are looking up. I shouldn't have any more problems. I claim. Anyway. See? No more problems. I won't take any more hits. Everything will be fine. There is a trick to these guys, but I'm not going to use it right now. I don't need to exploit in the very first episode. Speaking of, nothing really, but speaking of something completely unrelated to what I was thinking about, that room kind of was scary, but I didn't take any damage, so instead I took damage on this ridiculously easy room to make up for it, basically. That, you know, I'll do it. I don't know if I should. It's going to fly around the room like that, and when it encounters an enemy, it's going to explode. And if I'm next to it when that happens, I'm going to explode. In a bad way, as in I'll take explosive damage. And then it'll go away for a while, and it'll come back, because it has that kind of power. Just because it exploded doesn't mean it can't come back. Also, thinking on it, the damage down from the thin odd mushroom wasn't worth it due to the fact that I got 2 tiers up afterward. But I didn't know that was going to happen, so, you know, whatever. It was good at the time. These will explode, and I actually positioned that poorly. I could have got this mushroom as well. Let's see what's in the shop. These guys will explode. They'll, yeah, you can use a bomb to kill them or get rid of them. Anyway, point is, they will drop spiders or coins and occasionally an item called the Steam Sale, which halves the cost of these. I really don't need to explain all of this. It would take me literally forever. Not literally. Yeah, things will happen. You'll see them happen. I don't need to, like, try to explain every little nuance, like how I took that hit damage, for example. You'll just have to, you know, work that out for yourself. Because I have no idea why I'm so bad, basically. Nope. Thank you. I win. Between the two of us, I was the winner. I'm going to leave that there for the moment. I'm really bad at this room, as you can tell. Anyway, what was I doing? We'll go this way. There's the boss. Now, I feel fairly confident that it is right here. It is not right there. Okay, then. So, that room I'm looking for is affected by whether or not I take damage on the floor, whether or not I earned the room previously, on the previous floor, or the floor before that, and whether I take damage on the boss. Each of these things has an impact. So, obviously taking damage on the boss includes taking damage on the floor, but not vice versa. So, obviously taking damage on the floor is not taking damage from the boss. That would be silly. I got a little close to that fly while it was flying a little close to Gertie. I did kind of skip the boss introductions, and I will probably continue to do that unless I think about it. Anyway, this guy does this. I should have got hit there, but Big Beautiful Fly saved me. This damage when I have Red Heart or Soul Hearts does not qualify as damage for the purposes of what I'm trying to do, which I still have failed to do. This will give me 2 keys, some luck, 1 luck presumably, and it also gave me a Soul Heart. I'm gonna go explore the rest of the floor. There's no rush, so why not? Luck affects room drops, maybe gambling. I'm not too clear on it. I know it's good to have more. That was incredibly good shot. I'll give you credit on that one. There is one of them there rocks. And I can get it with this thingy. Yeah, whatever. Okay. So, that room I was talking about. This item that I just picked up guarantees that I get it all the time. When it's possible to get it at all. Through normal means. That's a complicated sentence, but the point is, I can go in the devil room now. This is the devil room. And at the present, it contains 3 red chests. Contain you. Glorious, glorious game. Alright. I just won the game. You just don't know it yet. Unless you know about this game, in which case you do know. I should explain what just happened here. Beyond that. That was a text message. Anyway, so the number of things I have to explain right now. The head that I picked up is Guppy's head. It spawns flies. Flies do twice my damage. They home in on targets of their own accord. The body, the dead cat that I picked up. Actually, I think this was the collar, but whatever. Point is, I picked up a dead cat, and that gave me 9 lives and took away all but 1 of my hearts. More precisely, it sets my hearts to 1 red heart. It doesn't do anything about my soul hearts. So, yeah, if I have less than a red heart, or if I don't have any red hearts, I'm rolling on only soul hearts, it will actually give me a red heart. So, anyway. In this case, it took away all but 1 red heart. Finally, Guppy's collar. All that does is make it so that when I die, there's a 50% chance, or so I'm told, that you will revive. That I will revive. That someone will revive. That big, beautiful fly will revive. No, don't listen to me. There's a rock behind this guy. I'm not going to worry about it. Well, actually, okay, I don't have the ability to use that. But there's a chance it could be a marked rock. Anyway, the other thing is, when you pick up 3 Guppy items, as I just did, and oh my god, that's amazing that they all showed up like that, you become Guppy, which means that you fly, and whenever one of your tiers hits an enemy, it spawns one of them their flies that's following me around. The ones that do twice my damage and home in on enemies. So every shot I land effectively triples my damage. Or allows me to have triple damage. Something like that. Point is, I'm going to wreck face. In a way, it's like triple damage. With homing, no less. There are some reasons that it's not entirely like that. I'll go ahead and take that. That was Gluttony mini boss. Did I mention that I am winning now? I have won. There is no way in which this ends in failure. Flight, by the way. Thought I saw an X on a rock. Flight, by the way, makes you immune to spikes. Makes it so you can go over gaps. It also makes you immune to any sort of damaging stuff that's on the ground, like enemies that leave around blood, for example. Obvious, I suppose, but there you go. I'm going to check right here for the top secret room, just to show it off if I actually manage to find it, like so. I believe if you go in that room with... You know what? Never mind. This is me trying to tell too much stuff. It'll happen eventually, or it won't. But it'll probably happen eventually. And I'm not going to pretend to be the Isaac Wiki. Not entirely. I actually was going to go back in and switch out for my bomb thing again, because I don't need the fly generation from the head when every time I hit an enemy I spawn flies. I mean, it's a nice addition, but it's not really necessary. And the bombs might have been helpful. In fact, there's a pretty good chance that they would be helpful. Oh, I didn't explain. That's my fly. I didn't explain this thing when I picked it up, although you did see its effect. If you get it to the next floor, or get it to another Eternal Heart, as they are called, it will give you a red heart container filled. This item has a random effect. I'm not sure of all of the possible effects. Somebody claimed that it was only the items from the very original Isaac before the expansion called Wrath of the Lamb, and before Rebirth, which is a remake with an expanded remake, shall we say. There is so much crap to this game. I could literally just not literally. I actually hate that when someone says literally and then says something that's not literally true. And now I'm doing it. I don't understand. I blame this guy. And also Big Beautiful Fly. And also Torg, because Torg has to be blamed for everything. I'll go ahead and blow up. Nah, I'll wait for a better opportunity. One of the things they added in this game from before, when it was not this game. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take that because it does this, which is kind of cool. And we've had our fill of wiggle room. Point is, there's a thing. Okay, so one of the things they added since the Binding of Isaac, Wrath of the Lamb, when they made Rebirth, is different types of things you can destroy on the ground, including skulls and mushrooms. You've already gotten a sample of the mushrooms. The skulls are better. I didn't actually want that, thank you. Just in case it wasn't clear, it's a huge shot speed up, like massive. My shots go much quicker to the other side of the screen. There are upsides to that, there's downsides to that. It means that for those of us that aren't really good at angling shots, when I fire, I'm likely to hit my target. On the other hand, it's harder to angle shots because they have less room to be angled. I don't know what just happened. Oh, yeah, I do. Big Beautiful Fly. Is that its name? Something like that. Okay, here's a good place to get the skulls, in fact. Oh, well, okay then. Thank you. I honestly haven't even been paying attention to my fly, and it's working out anyway. I haven't explained pills, but I guess you've kind of seen what they do. This is a card, which takes the same slot. This one in particular, I'm going to go ahead and use in a nasty room. This is not a nasty room. This is an easy room. Everything's going to be pretty easy, but, you know, there are nastier rooms. This one, for example. Those guys take a few hits to kill. So what that did is damaged everything in the room for, I believe it's 100 damage. There also is 1,000 red hearts of recovery. You never need that much, but there it is. You never need 100 red hearts of recovery. I don't understand that at all. But they felt like doing it. It also gives you the full map, with the exception of the top secret room. Well, let's see. It shows you where all the rooms are, and it gives you all the icons, with the exception of the top secret room. It does include the secret room, which is why I came back here. Pills can be good or bad. That one was bad. I believe I used a pill. Oh, yes. Are you a wizard? The sound effect and the animation makes it seem like it's good. It's not. It's really bad. That is an X rock. A marked rock, if you will. And I'll take that. Next, also, this is probably one of the longer runs, considering how far I'm going. What the hell was I doing there? I was like acting like the room was empty, and there was no reason to act that way. That's Steam sale. There's no reason to buy it. Actually, there's no reason not to, so I'm going to go ahead and buy it. And then take my 3-cent key that I'm not going to need. You know, I might as well take that heart. It's not going to hurt anything. It probably won't help anything, but it could, in theory. In hypothesis. There's a candle there. This place is creepy whispering at me. I don't have any bombs to check for the top secret room right there. It seems a little strange to me that the boss room wasn't at the end. There was another room after it. I don't know if that's strange or not, but it seems strange. This card is going to give me, I believe, +2 damage when I use it, and I'm going to use it in here, on this guy. I did not explain Blood Clot when I picked it up. It supposedly +2 damage out of the whichever eye it's giving a bonus to, so pretty much half my shots do an extra 2 damage. And it's also range up for that eye. And this will give me 1 health and also 0.3 damage. By the way, if you're wondering where I get these numbers, they are from Bisnap, who plays this game quite a lot and pays attention. I would really, really like to not have my Eternal Heart, because this thing is amazing as long as you don't have any red hearts. It's a huge... Oh, wait. That was not what I thought it was, but that's okay. So, Spirit of the Night gives you Flight and Spectral Tears. I already had Flight, and there's not much excuse for me not to realize that was Spirit of the Night. I don't know what to say. But anyway, the other item I picked up is Contract from Below. When I clear a room, if a thing drops at the end of the room, like for example this heart, I'm assuming that happened, because I don't remember. But Spectral Tears mean my tears go through things, including walls, for example. Not enemies. They won't go through enemies. The item I picked up before, the push pin, actually had that little shot that it fired that gave me a little triangle. That was piercing and spectral. Piercing means it goes through enemies. Spectral means it goes through everything else. Point is, Contract from Below, this thing, if I'd cleared the room while I had Contracted from Below, and assuming that this dropped at the end of the room, that was poorly said. Let's pretend that this heart dropped at the end of the room. It probably did, as a room clear reward. If I had Contracted from Below, there would have been 2. Just another one of those. That's what Contract from Below does. That was far too difficult for me to get through. But anyway, we're on the last floor. That room kind of cleared itself at first, anyway. These guys can't be damaged from the front, and I think your flies will be happy to fly into their mask. Here's an example of Contract from Below, which probably explained itself far better than I did. Here's another example. It supposedly has some sort of cost, according to the description. It's unclear what that cost might be. Maybe there's more big rooms, maybe there's more double boss rooms. We haven't encountered those yet. Who knows is the official answer. Who knows? Not official, but like nobody really knows. There's lots of speculation. Or so I gather. Again, I get a lot of my information from watching another YouTuber play, so hey. That was a slot machine. I could give it money, play it, possibly get rewards. Or I could blow it up and get different rewards. It's actually probably a really bad idea to spend bombs on that when I only have 1. But hey, now I have 4. let's see. Oh, and by the way, if there's anything that I should have explained, you know, I did a thing and you're like, what was that thing? Just ask. I'll be happy to tell you. For example, what I just did here was use the hematemesis pill, which drops you to 1 filled red heart if you have red hearts, and will drop a random number of hearts from that, which has nothing to do with how many it took from you. And I don't know like the max number it can drop, or I think it's random. I don't think it's always 3. But anyway, I did it so that I could come in this room and see this really uninteresting chest. I'm gonna go ahead and take that. That is a boss challenge room, and maybe I should have done it just to show it off. That was poorly done on my part. I didn't explain Peeper, but it floats around. It's right here. It's this thing. Floats around, hits enemies when it comes into contact with them. That's pretty much Peeper. I picked up a battery thing that I didn't explain. So, the battery thing in the shop, what was it? Not 9 volt. Not battery. Was it 9 volt? It might have been 9 volt. I can't think of what else it might have been. So let's assume that it's 9 volt, and if I'm wrong, I apologize. 9 volt causes you to, as long as you, okay, it reduces the number of rooms required to charge your item by 1. Now, in the case of my item, it takes 1 room to charge it, so instead it sets it to a recharge. As long as I'm in a room with enemies, it will recharge on its own. Obviously, if I clear the room before that it recharges, that doesn't really matter. But it doesn't really matter anyway. Here's an arcade. You earn an arcade by going to a floor that is a number 2 floor, an even number floor. There we go. I knew there was a word for that. Right. So arcade does things, I'm sure. Right, so if you go to an even number floor and you take more than 5 cents with you on the way in, there's a chance for an arcade to spawn. I don't remember the specific number from Binding of Isaac, and I don't know it for this one. So, I'm going to go ahead and, yeah, waste these on getting even more flies. I'm also going to do this for no reason at all. I'm sure there's a reason. You'll just have to come up with it. Anyway, so I give that thing health, it gives me money. That's all you need to know for now. It does other things, but we'll cover that when it comes up. And there should be, I see at least 4 well, that subtracts 2 of them. So, one thing I do know about the secret room is that if there is a room next to it where you cannot access the wall, that's not the secret room. Or next to the potential location, obviously. So that room eliminated both of those 2 rooms as possibilities. I'm going to go ahead and give this guy a bunch of keys because I am on the last floor and there is no reason not to, basically. I've done what I need to with my keys. There's like a tiny chance I could regret it. I run into a golden chest and be like, oh my god, what have I done? No, actually I'll be completely fine, but he just blew himself up. Alright, fine. Sort of. I mean, I helped. I'm gonna not take the look-down pill. It wouldn't really matter, to be honest. As I've mentioned before, this game is 1. And that has not changed. Even with my dumb play. Whoa! I'm not sure what just happened there. I felt like I was dodging that and was failing poorly. Badly. Greatly. Something. Anyway, I'm gonna blow this up. It's gonna not be the top secret room. You know what? I'm gonna keep trying. Until I run out of bombs, which I just did. And there it is. And black hearts. They're like soul hearts. They are in fact treated a lot like soul hearts by the game. The main difference is that if I lose a black heart, it will hit the whole room with a damaging effect. So it can be useful for clearing out rooms. I don't know the exact amount of damage it does. I also don't know why I'm playing this, but I'm going to do it anyway. There are actually like items that are unlocked by doing certain actions. Playing that could be one of them. Hi, Mom. You're rather larger than you were in the cutscene. There's some tricks to this fight as well. Well, there went my black heart, and there went the fight.
His mother, fueled with the desire to serve her God, was bearing down on Isaac. I will do as I am told, my lord. I love you above all else, Isaac's mother repeated to herself. This was the end of the line for Isaac. His mother was far too strong
Are they in the basement?
Just as
I beat her.
his fate, God intervened, sending an angel down from above to stop
That's
his
right.
mother's hand.
I beat my mom.
And just like that, it was over.
Hey, that sounds familiar. Like a certain Bible story. How did you get back to your room? Hey, what? And now she's gonna come stab you anyway? Okay. Here's some people. They did things, I'm sure. Anyway, I hope you liked that, and hopefully this won't take too long, because I don't know what to say. I normally just skip this stuff. Danielle has an underline. Who played that out of the original? You crossed it out, so... Here's a bunch of stuff that happened. Like I said, if there was anything that I did not explain, please say in the comments if you don't know what's going on. Or if you think someone else needs to know what's going on. Other than that, I will see you next time. Except for the singing part. Bye.